All right, everyone, welcome to another episode of Last Word on Football. I'm Ryan over here again.
I'm Seth. This is episode number 8.
Episode 8. It's kind of cool that we did miss that week because now we're actually aligned with the regular season. Or we missed those 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
So now it's week 8 and we're aligned with week 8 of the season. So that's kind of nice.
Kind of funny how that works out.
I can get behind that.
Oh, I forgot to tell you, I'm not going to be here next weekend.
Oh,
I think I did a while ago, but
I remember at some point.
you're going to have to get a fill-in.
We're going to unalign again. Damn.
Yeah. I'll be back for week 10.
Well, yeah, maybe I'll see.
Only 1 week. Only 1 week.
I don't know. I don't know about fill-in for you, though.
No?
I don't think it'll work, You
don't know anybody that
There's
can
no.
fill in?
I mean, I might. I could probably get someone, but will it be the same? That's the question.
Who would you think? Ernie?
Ernie's like the only one I'd consider. Yeah, at this point,
I don't think they want you, Ernie.
I could ask my homie Trey.
There he goes. He's in.
Oh, he's in.
We're watching the Packers-Chiefs game right now.
Yep.
And I want to see Aaron Jones.
Oh, look, now Jones went to sleep this time. They had the play called back where he did the worm. This time he got in and then took a little nap in the end zone. Nice. Yeah, that trade's not looking good for me. But Aaron Jones, Bell.
Dude, Le'Veon Bell, it's just that team is so bad.
I thought when Darnold came back they'd get a spark, but no.
Yeah, how'd that spark work against New England?
He's seeing ghosts.
33-0.
Seeing ghosts. He had negative fantasy points that game, didn't he? Pretty sure.
I know it was very low.
Yeah. He was sacked. He was intercepted.
Is he? He's a bust. I think at this point we can call him a bust.
I think it's too early. He's had some games, but he's not having a good season so far. Well, the first game he came back, remember they annihilated the Giants.
I was going to say, watch
the Cowboys.
Watch your tongue.
Saying? Yeah.
The Cowboys.
What
The Packers also annihilated the Cowboys, though.
Yeah.
Them boys are back.
Them boys.
The boys are back in town.
You know what's funny? All the New York teams lost this week, though.
Yep.
Jets,
even
Giants and Bills.
And the Bills.
Mafia.
Man, did you see the Bills must have seen our tweet because then they quote tweeted somebody saying that they're literally the only team in New York.
Yeah.
Like we figured out also.
Is there a way we could put that up on the screen? Hell yeah.
Yeah, they know what's up.
Almost what I said word for word.
Yeah.
Verbatim.
Yeah.
We're literally the only team in New York.
Yup. That was good. Good stuff. So hopefully someone on the Bills is watching our podcast. Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Nice.
I'm sure everybody's saying that, though. It's not just us.
Yeah, we weren't the ones that figure that out, unfortunately.
I'm too dumb to come up with original stuff like that. So what do we got today? Today was a good day for fantasy for some people.
Yeah, mostly.
Mike Evans.
Yeah.
Latavius Murray. How come Alvin Kamara didn't start?
He's still injured. He's dealing with a few injuries.
Didn't they bump him up to questionable?
Yeah.
And then they was it a game time decision or something? Because I saw my buddy had started him. He didn't have him in his lineup, and then he plugged him in, and then he didn't play.
Yeah. Yeah, luckily in the league where I had Kamara, no, only one of them. In one league where I have Kamara, I also grabbed Murray, so just popped him right into my lineup.
And I didn't start Murray because I was thinking Kamara was going to come back. So that's 30 points left on the bench, 30 plus, almost 40.
Well, last night, they announced them both all kind of at once. It was really late. They announced that Kamara and David Johnson weren't going to play. So yeah, I made sure I adjusted my lineups accordingly. One of them I screwed up though. Benching Coleman for Chase Edmonds? No, his name's not Chase, is it?
Chase Edmonds, yeah.
Yeah, it is Edmonds, yeah. Who would name their kid Chase?
From the Cardinals.
Yeah.
I knew a bunch of people named Chase.
That's a weird name, man.
I think it's like a Midwest thing. I don't know. There were 2 guys that went to my high school that were named Chase.
Hunter. Yeah. Hunter's an interesting one.
Knew a couple Hunters.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, so it looks like I'm going to lose my fantasy league where I benched, by that difference, too. I probably will. He's projected to get 129, and I would have had 130 right now if I would have had him in. So good stuff on me benching Coleman, who went off for about, 36 points in half-point PPR? What do you get exactly?
You remember how we were talking about what do you do when Drew Brees comes back with Teddy Bridgewater? You plug Drew Brees back in.
Yeah. I'm surprised that they didn't hold him out for one more week. Really surprised. But it looks like he was ready to go.
Oh, yeah. They were playing Arizona. You could have kept Teddy 2 gloves in there one more week just to keep him.
Exactly.
You got to feel good as the Saints. Be like, come on. Drew, you're sitting out one more week. We got this.
Maybe what it was they know they're so bad. They're like, Drew, you got to get some rust off. Let's throw you into.
Michael Thomas was like, hey, I got Drew and me on my fantasy team. Drew, get back in there. And he was like, Mike, I got you on my fantasy team too. Yeah, let's do it. Michael Thomas. I shouldn't call him Mike Thomas.
Thomas, yeah.
Not like I'm on a first name basis with him.
I know, right?
Like we're homies.
But, yeah, no, Breeze came in 34 of 43, 373 yards, 3 touchdowns. Did throw a pick, but, I mean, that's really good.
That's a stat line you would see if he hadn't missed a beat.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you throw over 40 passes and you only throw 9 incompletions, that's pretty good.
And one of them is a pick.
Yeah, one of them was a pick. And then Michael Thomas, 11 receptions, 112 yards, and a touchdown. That's really good.
Dude, that guy, in my PPR league, the other league that I'm in that's not our paid league,
right?
That guy gets me so many points from receptions. He's got like 80 receptions this year already.
Already? 80? Dang. That's a lot. I mean, it's probably not. It's probably pretty accurate.
I'll have to do a little quick math.
Wow. I know that he'd been, the yardage wasn't there as much many of the times, but he was still getting mean receptions during Bridgewater's starts.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What else you got?
We got Murray. Yeah, I mean, Murray, another great game. 21 carries, 102 yards, and a touchdown, and then another 9 receptions for 55 yards and a touchdown. I was playing against Murray in our league as well, unfortunately, so it was kind of weird. I also played him in all of my daily fantasy lineups, and
he has 73 receptions. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I was doing math in my head, and I wanted to say it before I forgot.
That's
73 through 8 weeks.
Through 8, so he's on pace for 146.
They're on their bye week next week, so unfortunately, I'm gonna miss that production in my lineup. But they play Atlanta coming off the bye week. I feel pretty good about that matchup. Dude, Atlanta sucks.
They're terrible.
They almost came back though today, 27-20.
Was Schaub? I mean, was it just the defense they played, or was Schaub actually?
I know the Seahawks were up 23-0 at one point, though.
Yeah, I remember that. I had their defense. Yeah, at one point their defense had me like 17 points before they started trying to mount a comeback. So that sucked. I mean, he was making up for lost time and
who was quarterbacking? Matt Schaub.
Matt Schaub. I think they said it'd been like 1,000 days or more since his last start.
That's 3 years almost.
Yeah. He was 39 of 52 for 460 yards, but only 1 touchdown, 1 interception.
That's pretty rough that you have to throw the ball that many times.
Yeah, and his arm's going to be sore tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Julio got 10 receptions for 152.
That guy needs 20 for 300.
Yeah, and they still couldn't win with that. I know Freeman had Devontae had another kind of not that great game. They can't run the ball. It's what's killing that offense. Julio can get the yards, but they're one-dimensional.
Very one-dimensional.
DK Metcalf, I think he had 3 receptions for like 18 yards, but 2 of them were touchdowns. I'll take it. I love DK.
Yeah.
He's sick.
San Francisco, still killing it.
Yeah, they dropped like 51 points on the Panthers. They made Kyle Allen.
They're the only team so far that's kept CMC in check.
Well, he still had over 100 yards.
Did he?
Yeah, he still had over 100. Let's get a quick look at that. Yeah, he still had. Nick Mullins even went in for a little bit. They were up so much.
I mean,
he just kneeled.
You could say he has 100 yards, but I feel like a lot of those are probably garbage time.
14 for 117.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Yeah, only 14 carries too, so he was 8.4 average.
Yeah.
What do you have? 4 receptions for 38. So, I mean, I guess compared to CMC standards, I mean, what do you have? Only about.
I take back my last statement. If he would have had 28 rushes, he probably would have had 200 yards.
Yeah, but they were in catch-up mode. Kyle Allen with 3 interceptions and only 158 passing yards.
That's a rough stat.
Cam Newton was probably like, yes.
Dude, the Panthers are still over 500, though.
Yeah, they're still doing well, 4-3. So, what do you think? Do you think we're still sticking with Kyle Allen over Cam?
Not after today.
Not after today. I wonder if Cam's healthy yet. I haven't looked into it. If he's not healthy, then Kyle Allen has one more game to prove himself. I mean, it's his first bad game, so there's that.
And the 49ers have a really good defense.
Yeah. That's why I had DJ Moore back on my team, and I benched him. I'm like, no, I'm not. I don't like this defense. So yeah, I kept him on the bench, and he only had 38 yards.
I picked up the 49ers defense in all my leagues and then dropped the Bears. Bears defense has been playing rough.
Yeah,
Did you see how they lost today? Another whiffed kick
Yeah.
as time expires.
It was like they're both cursed with kickers too. So somebody told me that in my in one of my chats. They're like, this game's gonna come down to whoever has the ball last. But unlike most games where whoever has the ball last wins, whoever has it last is gonna lose. And that's exactly what happened.
Is that what he said?
That's what my friend said. Yeah.
Whoever has the ball last is going to lose?
Yeah, that's what he said. And then sure enough, that's exactly what happened. I mean, both of them have just been terrible with their kickers for, the last
They
couple
said
years.
that this was the first time that the Chargers have won in Chicago since 1970.
Wow.
That's 50 years. That's a
Wow.
long time. That's double the amount of time I've been alive.
Yeah. I mean, granted, they probably don't play there that much, but still, that's a long
Well, they would play there,
time.
once every 6 years?
Something like
Something
that,
like
right?
that?
Yeah, that's right. Once every 6 years. So,
So that would be still over 8 times.
yeah. That's terrible. That's terrible. But, and then since I have the local TV, they still talk about the Chargers there. And so they had the nerve to still put on, do the Chargers have a shot at making the playoffs now?
After
still-
barely beating the Bears on a fluke.
Yeah. They should have lost that game.
Nah, dog. I'd say they don't.
Yeah. Oh, Aaron Jones dropped it.
Catch the ball.
So I traded him. Even though Bell's not doing any better.
Tradable offense.
Tradable offense. How about Cooper Kupp? Did you play against him in any league?
Yes.
Oh.
Dude, I was playing Xbox today. Playing the new Call of Duty game,
Okay.
which is fun. Very fun, by the way. So I was playing with my buddy from back home.
Yeah.
Got the headset on, and I was like, dude, my buddy's name is Dalton. I was like, I'm playing Dalton this week, and he's beat me by like 40 points. I was like, I guarantee he's going to call me and talk shit after this set of games is done, because they played the first set of games.
Right.
Not 10 minutes later, it was within a 10-minute window, Dalton calls me. He's like, hey, man, you been checking the fantasy scores? And I was like, I was
Damn it.
just fucking telling Andrew that you were going to call me. And he was like, no way. And I was like, I swear to God, because you always do.
Yeah.
Always.
He's one of those that's like a gloater when they win.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I hate it.
That was a nice tackle.
Yeah. I'm having to start both Jamal Williams and Aaron Jones in one league because, so I had David Johnson and Kamara. So they were out. And it's like a super flex. There's like 3 flex spots in another one that you could play a quarterback in. So, of course, I do. And then Keenan Allen I didn't trust. So I was down to Jamal Williams. So I'm starting them both. So hopefully they both get a touchdown. Although it's not going to happen there with that.
Boom.
All right, what else do we got here? Battle of the Horses. Colts barely beat the Broncos 15-13.
Yeah, the only thing I didn't like about that game was T.Y. Hilton didn't get used a lot.
Yeah, exactly. Brissett and T.Y. did nothing for me on my fantasy team. 2 receptions, 54 yards for Hilton. One of them was like a desperation, like 40-yarder in the end of the freaking game. He got lucky. And then after the game, Flacco criticized the coaches for playing it safe and not playing to win the game in the end because, they lost on a field goal. But, I mean, he threw for under 200 yards, so it's not like he did a lot either.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me. Well, it must be a little tired.
Oh.
You know what it is that Taco Bell yawn.
That's why you got to wait.
Every Sunday, I always get Taco Bell before we do this podcast. 'Cause
Sponsored by Taco Bell. Yeah.
Sponsored by Taco Bell. Brought to you by Carl's Jr.
Yeah, you gotta wait till after these things. I know, like before, I do any podcasts, I try not to eat junk, and then I don't want to be in there with the itis.
Yep. Well, do we want to get it? Can we get into the thing that we said we were going to do last week?
Hey, let's do it. I think we.
When's the last time you've watched one of these videos?
I mean, I see them every once in a while on Twitter. Someone will post it, but I think we mentioned it last time, right?
So we are now going to watch a video of Bills Mafia and Bills fans diving into tables, and you guys are going to watch our reactions to it. And we're going to have the video playing on a small little screen, probably somewhere in this video, right, Daniel? Yeah. So do you want to cue that up?
Let's do it. We're going to take a short little break here. Yeah,
Well, While this is buffering, I guess we can. Do we want to go into the next segment, and just we could double back maybe, or should we just start talking about the? We were going to talk about our all-time teams,
All-time teams. So we went
players that we watched growing up.
Yeah, they had to be players we watched. There's some I was like, I wanted to add, but I didn't really see them play, so I couldn't do it. I couldn't really do it. So
Like
I'm
Reggie White. Like I never got to see Reggie White play.
I almost put Reggie White on, but I was like, because I remember that he was still playing right when I started watching, but I don't remember him enough to justify putting him on my all-time team either. Yeah, who did I have?
Do you want to do like an offense and I'll do defense? We'll just go back and forth one after another.
All right. So, where is this? My offense. You know where I got to start on offense.
Did you write it all out?
Oh, I wrote everything out.
Nice.
I can't remember that, man. I don't know. I would have just been riffing. I would have forgot some people.
Yeah. See, we're gonna have a lot of stuff that matches up.
Yeah. So I'll start in the trenches with my offensive line.
So you do one person, and then I'll go on defensive line, who I think will counter your offensive line.
Okay, so Jonathan Ogden at left tackle. Guy was just a beast.
Dude, for the Ravens.
Yeah.
Yeah. They had a movie about him, Blindside. Sandra Bullock. You ever watched it?
About
that
him?
was Jonathan
No.
Orr.
Yeah, that was
Michael Orr. Michael
Orr, the Panthers O lineman. I was like, wait, what?
No, he played for the Ravens too, didn't he?
Did he? Oh, yeah, he did. That's
I think
right.
he played for the
Played
Ravens.
for the Ravens for a while, and then he went to the. Wait, what? This thing's not.
I whiffed up on that one. That one was pretty bad.
It was close. I almost went Joe Thomas, but I just feel like Ogden. I'd kind of rather have
Joe
him.
Thomas is from Wisconsin.
Yeah.
He played
Nice.
for the Badgers for a while.
Ah.
He was really good.
Yeah.
Does he still play for the Browns? No.
No, he retired a bit ago. I think he got hurt and he missed his first game. He's like, you know what, I'm good.
Yeah.
Do you see them when offensive linemen retire? They get so skinny afterwards. He lost a ton of weight.
Yeah. I noticed a guy on your offensive line since you have it written out, Jeff Saturday.
Yeah.
Jeff Saturday lost 80 pounds the year after that he stopped playing in the NFL. He was I was eating 11,000 calories a day trying to maintain that weight to be big.
To maintain, it's crazy. Because, they work out like crazy, but then, they're big because they have to be big.
Yeah.
So many of them, I remember in San Diego, Nick Hardwick, too, when he retired, I'm like, did he just start doing meth or something? He was
No,
so
he just
skinny.
stopped eating.
Yeah, he just stopped eating a lot.
Naturally.
Yeah, so that was fun. Who are you going to counter with?
Javon Curse.
Javon Curse, huh?
The freak.
I don't remember.
I'm going to
him
have
very
two
much.
Tennessee Titans on my defensive
Okay.
line.
I've got two Ravens. on
Javon
mine.
Curse. Do you remember that guy, though? He played. He was so fast off the edge.
I don't remember much about him. I want to, but I don't.
Go back and look at his highlight reel.
I'm gonna have
He
to
was
do
fun.
that.
I always tried to trade for him in the old Madden games if I could
Yeah.
get him. Him
Nice.
and Simeon Rice, but I picked Javon
Okay.
Curse instead. You remember
Yeah.
Simeon?
Yeah, Simeon Rice. I remember him a little bit for some reason. He was on.
He was on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers
Bucks,
team that won the
yeah.
Super Bowl that year.
Yeah, that's right. The Bucks. Oh man, good times with him. I also got Kelechi Osemele as my left guard. There's probably better ones out there, but
Who did he play for?
he was on the Ravens for a while.
I don't even remember him.
And then he was on the Raiders, so he was super good. Really recently, we actually just let him go. We traded him over to the Jets. And actually, if you look, there's a lot of controversy on him this week because he had some issue like a shoulder tendon or something torn. And so the Jets were BSing him, and they didn't want him to get surgery. And they were trying to delay it so much that they were sending blank MRI scans to the doctor he wanted to get surgery for. And they called it an honest mistake. And then now he had the surgery this week, and the doctors found it was even worse than they thought, and they wanted him to play. So, sounds like a lawsuit.
Dude, that's fucked up.
That's so messed up, dude.
That's the only way to describe it.
Yeah.
I wanted to say messed up, but messed up isn't a
It's
strong
not
enough
even
way to
enough.
say it.
Yeah. I agree.
Doing the man dirty.
Yeah, they really did. And that's...
I'll go with the other Tennessee lineman that I said I was going to pick, Albert Hainsworth.
Oh, yeah. He's a good
Just
one,
a
too.
monster up the middle,
Yeah.
plugging holes. It was between him and I don't know if you remember Chris Hovan.
I don't remember
He played
him.
for the Vikings, that big white dude. Huge. He had blonde hair.
Really? Oh, man. Did he have long hair?
No, it was
Long?
yeah, it was kind of it was longer, but it wasn't like nearly as long as yours.
I like long-haired guys, Clay Matthews too. I was tempted to throw him on,
The Predator,
but I didn't put on Clay
maybe
Matthews.
prime Clay Matthews.
Yeah,
I could think of like 10 linebackers I would pick over Clay Matthews.
Yeah,
so.
exactly. There are too many other good ones. I'll get to mine later. So yeah, Jeff Saturday at center. I mean, him and Manning were just you can't go wrong with that. You can't go wrong.
The 1-2 punch.
Oh yeah,
The second greatest show on turf.
yeah,
Him, Marvin Harrison, Reggie Wayne,
Edgerrin
James.
Oh, Edgerrin James was
Dallas Clark.
Oh yeah, Dallas Clark too. Yeah, man, he was good. That was a great offense. I loved the Colts. I just used to love watching them play, man. Freaking Manning was just like a surgeon on the field.
Yeah.
That was good. At right guard, honestly, right guard, I just couldn't think of anybody. Like, I just don't really have anybody notable. So I went with the Raiders' current guy again, Gabe Jackson, just because.
I mean, so I was thinking for the offensive line, you could really take a guy who's a tackle and plug him in at guard.
I was
It'd probably be
considering
okay.
that too, yeah.
Because I was thinking about putting Tony Baselli in mine and just putting him at guard. I'm not.
Yeah.
Did he play guard or tackle? I can't even remember. I think he was a tackle.
Right? Yeah. I thought about him too. I was like, oh, that's a good one too. The tackles were the toughest for me to choose for sure. I mean, I almost wanted to get and be a homer again and get Donald Penn. I mean, who else did we have that was good? I mean, a lot of good tackles over the years. So that one was tough. Of course, Orlando Pace over here in right tackle. You can't go wrong.
Orlando Pace and Jonathan Ogden were on my
Yeah.
offensive line that I created as well.
Nice. And I think Pace probably played left tackle too, didn't he?
He is a left. You actually have them backwards. Jonathan Ogden played right tackle and Pace
Oh, he
played left
right?
tackle. Yeah.
Oh, really? I thought he played left tackle too. Oh,
I thought he did, but I looked it up and it
Yeah.
said right tackle.
All right, cool. Just flip.
Maybe
him
he played left tackle too, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Who knows? Oh, let's get back to it.
Oh, the video's back up, and now it's paused. The guy's on fire again.
I think it'll go away. I think. Maybe not. Press the down thing. Does that work?
Someone said World Star.
World Star.
Hold on. We'll get back to this. I need to see what's going to happen between this Patriots fan and this Bills fan.
Yeah. Looks like it might go away soon.
Oh, now he
Go
hit him.
up.
Nice.
Oh. Oh. Look at the girl. Stop it! It's those Bills pants again, dude. Those pants are sick. Striped Bills pants. It's
The
probably
stripes.
the same guy from outside.
Oh, here we go. Now we're back to the table diving.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's calling for the elbow. Is this a black table? I can't see.
I
it.
know. It's a.
Oh,
He overshot that one.
Dude, I bet his shoulders.
He way overshot it.
I bet his shoulder's done.
He's so numb from the alcohol, though, that he probably can't even feel it. All right, buddy, get up.
Oh, this one. He's gonna throw this poor woman through the table. That's a big boy.
It's terrible.
Dude, he got into
Oh, what?
He got into it too.
He really blasted her, too.
These people are nuts.
Big dude.
He chucked her down.
Yeah, he really put some force behind that.
So my second defensive tackle, Warren Sapp.
I hate Warren Sapp. I hate him. I hate him with the passion.
Yeah, I don't like him either, but the guy was good.
He was good.
He was really good.
He was terrible with the Raiders. I mean, I think he had one good year, but I was so mad when we traded for him because we traded for him like the year after he helped annihilate us in the Super Bowl. So I just couldn't like him. I couldn't. I hated him so, and I hate him as a person. He's a terrible human being. So even though I saw that, he's going again. He's gonna throw her.
Woman number 2.
Oh,
That table was a little softer than the first one.
yeah.
Dude,
why would they allow that?
He's like throwing them off the edge of the table, though. He's not landing them in the middle. Why are these women agreeing to
Yeah,
this?
why are they allowing that? That's terrible. Oh, it's snowy right here.
This is a snow hill. What's going on here?
What the?
There's those Bills pants again. Those.
Yeah, those pants are sick. What?
That's a
He
big
chugged
bottle.
some
I've seen this one. This
He's
one's
gonna go
ridiculous.
to the grill.
Yeah, this guy jumps into the grill.
I hope they don't got no ribs on it.
No,
Oh, that's terrible. People's elbowed it.
that was violent.
Yeah.
Dude, that table is so small.
This more girls. Oh, come on. What was
Ooh.
that? Why?
That guy looked like his ankle snapped like a twig.
I know. What would that accomplish? Oh yeah.
Oh, dude, I think it did. I think he broke his ankle. Oh, no.
Oh no. Somehow. It didn't look good. What the?
I
What?
love this.
Why? Why?
They're committed.
Uh-oh.
Here we go. Give him the rock bottom. Boom.
Oh! He finished the job.
Nobody seems to get hurt. Oh, here we go.
Oh,
The
you got
RKO.
the stunner.
The stunner.
Oh, and then you got to chug some alcohol too. You got the incognito jersey. Uh-oh, there's a kid
Oh.
near.
So my
This
last
guy.
defensive lineman. How
Who
can
you
you
got?
not pick him? The man, Jason Taylor.
Oh, I considered him too. Yeah, that's a good pick though. Jason Taylor.
Javon
yeah.
Curse, Warren Sapp, Albert Hainsworth, Jason Taylor. That's a beast defensive line.
I think you might have me beat on your defensive line. They could probably take out my O line.
I don't know. Your O line's pretty good.
Pretty good O line.
That's
Oh
the,
man.
That's the thing about good players is you never know who would really come out on top unless
Yeah.
they really played. So let's
Where
get
did
into
they
your
get
skill. Let's get into your skill players while we're watching this. Still,
All right.
this guy gets lit on fire too.
He's
Like
lit
bad.
up. He ain't even got snow either to see. At least he dropped. and
Everybody's
rolled.
dumping their beer on him. Extinguish him.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on here. So okay, so at quarterback, it was tough between Manning and Favre, but it really wasn't tough. I mean, I love Brett Favre. He'll probably always be my favorite quarterback of all time, and probably because it helps that he was like the first quarterback I ever watched. Just his style, I love that gunslinger mentality.
Yeah. Guy had a rocket for an arm.
Yeah.
Cannon.
Yeah.
I suppose I should say cannon, not rocket.
Either one. Either one. Rocket, cannon. Rocket probably can go further than a cannon. I don't know.
Who else you got?
At running back, got to go with LaDainian Tomlinson.
LT21.
Yeah, it's going to be surprising at how many. I almost put more Chargers on here somehow.
Antonio Gates.
I almost put Gates as well, and I almost put at fullback Lorenzo Neal too, but nah. As a blocker, Lorenzo
He was
Neal,
really good.
Yeah, I mean, Neal and LT, man, they were just a great duo together. And they loved each other too. You hear them talk about each other, they're like freaking brothers.
Oh, yeah?
But I mean, come on, LT was, he was dynamic. I mean, of my time, he's probably the best I think that I've seen play. I mean, you can make a case for like AP. Is he dead? He kind of looks like he died.
Daniel's still watching this video, not listening to us because he thinks this is hilarious.
Oh, I want to see this. They're going to light the table on fire.
They're lighting it on fire with
Is that like
with
a
lighter
marshmallow?
fluid. Why does the table have one leg in the middle?
I know, it's already broken. They have to hold it up as it is. There's no way this ends well. Is that like a Bills bus in the background too?
I have to see the outcome of this.
Yeah. We got to see what's going to happen here. What the heck? Somebody better jump through this.
They're starting to tease us.
I know.
If
What
they're
is
just
this?
teasing us, I'm going to be very disappointed.
Me too. Yeah.
Somebody better come flying in. Are they just? I think they're just lighting this table on fire to burn it.
That's terrible.
What a waste.
Oh, there it is.
Your ass is on fire, dude. Oh,
He's still there. It looks like it's getting worse before. Did he jump again into it?
This guy is in flames. This guy is in an inferno.
I'm already on fire. Screw it. Just give it one more jump.
These guys are nuts.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Who else you
All
got?
right, so LT is my RB1, right? You always got to have a nice little scat back.
You're
though,
crying.
you know?
Your eyes are tearing up.
that was too much, man. Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
another woman.
Oh man, they're getting the women in there worse than the guys. Come on, man. That's not right.
I think I'm going to have to move to Buffalo, New York to find a woman like this. There's a,
There's a
was too
table
big.
on a table.
and there's a championship
Where's-
wrestling belt. That's hilarious.
Oh man, this is too much. This is too much good.
I love the energy coming out of Buffalo.
Yeah.
Oh, here's
here
the
comes
baby
the
one.
baby. They're gonna christen him. Bills fan for life. Oh, that's good. Oh
Dude.
man. He almost slipped off the car in the first place.
Dude, he didn't fucking commit to body slamming that
Yeah,
at all. He
he
tried to kill it with his feet.
Well, I think his problem, he almost slipped, so it kind of ruined his aim.
Dude, man.
I deserved it. Oh, yeah, you did.
Oh,
That was the Eagles fan, too, wasn't it?
yeah.
Must have lost. Like, oh, no,
That
Dolphins. Dolphins.
What did he do? He didn't. They definitely didn't win.
Nope. Oh, this guy's buff.
Oh, and this guy's wearing a Speedo.
Are they both going to go at the same time or what? Why is he? What is he doing?
This video's taking too
What is
long.
he standing on?
The door?
It's so weird. How about Darren Sproles for my scat back?
As a running
While we have
back,
a
too.
chance.
Oh, were you just trying to get a small guy that could jump out of the
Yeah, I know a
backfield?
little pass catching back.
Maurice
That's my
Jones-Drew.
RB2.
Maurice Jones-Drew.
MJD. Yeah, he was a little bruiser. I loved MJD too. He was cool. Did you ever see? So back in the Raiders' first game of the season, it was MJD's first game with the Raiders and Derek Carr's first start. And I think we were playing the Jaguars too. So we somehow created a. It was like a run punt. So MJD ran the ball, fumbled. The fumble got while he's fumbling, he flipped and somehow kicked the ball into the air, and Derek Carr caught it like a punt and then went down. It was ridiculous. Oh, okay.
That was pretty unfulfilling.
That was not good. Yeah. And at fullback, I got to go with Marcel Reese. Reese was like a bright spot on the Raiders for so long during our crappy years. He was such an underrated fullback. Like, he could do it all. He would catch passes. He would block. Like, sometimes when our run game was so bad, then they just put Reese in, and he would be running the ball as the running back. He was awesome. I love Marcel Reese. I need to get one of his jerseys one day.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Well, finish up. Who else
All
do
right.
you got?
Who else? Wide receivers. All of them were at least Raiders at one point. We could barely consider one, though.
All of them.
Jerry Rice.
He's
and
going
Tim
hard
Brown.
with the Raiders.
Oh, yeah. Come on. I mean, Jerry Rice, I mean, you can't. I mean, yeah, he was a 49er. He's a Raider, too. But Jerry Rice is, he'll always be the best receiver of all time in my mind. Even if he never played for the Raiders, I would have still had him. And, of course, Tim Brown. And I'm going to throw Tim Brown in the slot just because we got Rice and Moss on the outside.
Tim Brown was up for consideration for
Yeah.
my team, too.
He
That
is
guy was
awesome,
a beast.
man. I mean, he's great route runner, just big dude. He was he was my second Raider jersey I got. Actually, no, I bought his jersey, and it took a long time for it to come in the mail. And during that time, I was impatient, and I bought a McFadden jersey off Craigslist. So those are my wide receivers: Jerry Rice, Randy Moss, Tim Brown. At tight end, Gronk, man.
He's my tight end,
Yeah.
too. The guy can block his ass off.
Yeah,
on a
he
run
can
play.
block.
He's a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Probably the biggest mismatch in human history.
Right?
Dude, even with some of the linebackers that I'm going to put out as my starting linebackers, I don't think a lot of them could cover him.
No. Yeah. He's just too big and fast.
Dude, and if you run Jerry Rice, Randy Moss, and Tim Brown, just run verticals and then have Gronk go across the middle, dude,
Oh,
there's
man.
going to be nobody that's there. All the receivers and safeties, or all the cornerbacks and safeties are going to be down the field.
Right?
So I'd say your
Yeah.
team's pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, there was consideration for Gates and Gonzalez, but once I thought of Gronk, I'm like, nah, no doubt.
Yeah,
And then plus,
Tony.
just him as a teammate, man. The dude's fun.
I mean, if you were gonna have a 2 tight end set, yeah, Tony Gonzalez is the other tight end.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Gronk, yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Finishing up the defense, linebackers, middle linebacker.
Right.
There's only one middle linebacker you can pick for this, and that's got to be Ray.
Ray.
Lewis.
Yeah. I had Ray.
Guy
Lewis
was a
too.
monster in the middle.
Yeah, I mean, again, and just for the teammate, the leadership standpoint, you got to have Ray Lewis. I mean, in his prime, everyone was scared of that dude, man.
Outside linebacker, Derek Brooks.
Yeah, oh, it was a tough pick. My outside linebackers for me. I really wanted Brooks in there, but he made second team for me.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I'm curious to see who your first team is. Then.
Now the thing with mine was I probably should have put him, but I didn't. So this is the way I did it, right? My problem is that I put Justin Tuck at left end because I just like Justin Tuck, man. He's probably not the best out there, but I like him. His face mask was sick. I used to love watching
he had
him
that
play,
full
man.
grill mask. didn't
Yeah, he had that. I mean, just a great leader too. So I wanted him, and then on my other end was Dwight Freeney, man.
Freeney
that
is good.
spin move, signature spin move. So that left me wanting also Khalil Mack. So Mack can play out, on the end, or he could play outside linebacker. So I threw him in at my outside linebacker spot, so I could have all three of them. So that made Derek Brooks. He didn't get the cut. Now who else at outside linebacker? Threw in Junior Seau, man.
I was thinking of him too.
Yeah.
Junior was really good.
Yeah, he was awesome. I had to go Junior Seau. Probably a little bit of a homer pick too, being in San Diego, but the dude was awesome.
My third linebacker I was going to pick was LeVar Arrington.
Oh, Arrington. Okay, that's a pretty good one too. Redskins, right?
Yeah.
No.
I believe he played for
Yeah.
Cincinnati for a little bit too.
Oh yeah. That's
Because
a good
I always
one.
traded for him. I always liked him because in Madden he never wanted them to use his name, so he would be left outside linebacker number 51.
Really.
Always in the old Madden games.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
he wouldn't give them
crazy.
permission to use his name. He would be like the only person on the game.
Yeah, just like Bill Belichick in Madden.
Yeah.
Yeah, they just have a random looking coach. Yeah, that was good
And then
times.
cornerbacks and safeties, Ed Reed,
Yeah,
Brian Dawkins.
I have Ed Reed too. Oh, and I went between Dawkins and Palomalu, but I chose Palomalu. I loved watching him play.
And then I know he's a safety, but Sean Taylor's going to be one of my cornerbacks.
He could play corner since you need the spot. Sean Taylor is great.
And then I'm going to put Champ Bailey on the other side. So it'd
Yeah.
be Champ Bailey, Sean Taylor, Brian Dawkins, Ed Reed in
Nice.
secondary.
Nice. Yeah, my secondary, I got Woodson at corner, Sherman.
Charles Woodson, yeah. I don't know
get
why
Woodson,
when I was
man.
thinking about this earlier, Charles Woodson didn't pop into my head, but he was good too.
Yeah.
Played for the Raiders a long time.
Yeah.
Won a Super Bowl with the Packers.
Yep.
Went back to the Raiders. Retired a Raider, right?
Yep. And he played safety when he came back with us.
Yeah.
The whole time. He was pretty good as a free safety too.
He's going into Canton one day.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
First ballot.
I think he'll be a first ballot. Yeah, I threw Champ Bailey in the slot. He could be my slot corner, so that I could get Ed Reed and Paul Malu and have my other two out there. Who else are we missing? So my defense is a 3-4. So I have my one defensive tackle who's gonna be Aaron Donald. I mean, current, but can't go wrong.
Oh, dude, Navarro Bowman.
Yeah, Navarro
Pending.
Bowman's gonna be my backup. I love watching him play.
Navarro Bowman was a beast.
man. He was good.
I was thinking about putting possibly another middle linebacker as an outside linebacker. It'd be Patrick Willis. I would
Yeah,
put
he
Patrick
was
Willis
one.
out
I
there.
almost put Bowman and Willis, but Ray
Dude, could you
Lewis-
imagine Patrick Willis, Ray Lewis, and Derek Brooks all as your three linebackers?
Oh man, dude, that's scary.
The
Yeah.
funny thing is that those three guys can't cover Gronk still.
Yeah.
That's the biggest mismatch ever.
What about Kuechly? I had Kuechly as my other starting linebacker.
Kuechly's really good.
He's great in coverage too. I love cover linebackers. I love linebackers that can cover. So I do love Kuechly in there, complimenting Ray Lewis, just a freaking thumper.
Having those two guys as your middle linebackers, yeah.
Did you think about punters and kickers?
For a kicker, I would just go with the guy that's been doing it the long at Vinatieri.
Vinatieri.
Vinatieri is probably in his prime. Vinatieri was probably
Yeah. Oh yeah.
one of the best kickers of all. Well, He is one of the best kickers of all time, definitely in his prime.
Right.
He's been missing a lot this year. He missed an extra point and another field goal today.
Yeah. I mean, this has to be his last year.
But
he's done after this.
I think my starting quarterback, so I would have a lot of the same offensive linemen that you had. I would have Orlando Pace, Jonathan Ogden.
Yeah.
I would have Larry Allen.
Larry Allen, yeah, he was the one to consider as well.
Larry Allen. If you want to see a really good highlight reel, go watch Larry Allen for the Dallas Cowboys highlight reel for his career.
Larry
Guy
Allen
was a monster.
highlight. Nice.
But Kevin Mawai, I think, would be my center. Played for the Jets. He just actually made the Hall of Fame this year. He got voted in. And my right guard, I would put Tony Vaselli, even though pretty sure he was a tackle, just because I think that would
probably do it.
I mean, I feel like a lot of linemen are interchangeable, especially
Yeah.
on the offensive side.
Yeah. Somebody's getting mad in the game here.
But my quarterback, I'm gonna do Aaron Rodgers, man.
Aaron Rodgers, all right.
Aaron Rodgers, and my running back's gonna be Marshall Faulk.
Marshall Faulk, that's a good one.
Greatest show on turf.
Yeah, I love Faulk too. I love watching him play.
I didn't have anybody else from that team except for Pace, but I mean, it was really hard to pass up on Isaac Bruce and Torrey Holt, but they're not on my team.
Yeah, I loved Holt too. Holt was one I was considering. Torrey Big Game Holt.
My three wide receivers, because I thought about that too. My tight end would be Gronkowski, like I said.
Right.
My two wide receivers, I got Randy Moss.
Yeah.
My other wide receivers would be Calvin Johnson.
Oh yeah.
And then my slot wide receiver, this might get a little hate, but Antonio Brown.
Hey, that's a good pick.
Speed demon.
Yeah, I hate him now, but I mean, you can't deny the dude was, the best in the league for at least 5-6 years.
If you put Marshall Faulk in the backfield and you split three wide receivers out, and one of them's Randy Moss, one's Calvin Johnson, and one's Antonio Brown, I think even with the defensive corners that we just talked about, that's difficult to cover.
Yeah.
Dude, and Aaron Rodgers has the ability to extend plays. That's the reason I picked him, just for his abilities to extend plays. And I think he's just as good as Brett Favre and Peyton Manning.
Nice. Yeah.
In my opinion. Why don't we just want to wrap it up?
Yeah, so
those were our fantasy teams.
All right,
and the Packers just gave up a touchdown.
Up. And there it is. Who's that, Hill?
Nope.
No. I don't know who. But
yeah, this was a fun episode.
Yeah,
Watching some Bills Mafia.
Pretty good times. Bills Mafia made me cry. I think that's about all the time we got for this week, though, right?
Sounds like a plan. I'll see you guys in 2 weeks.
All right, 2 weeks, homies. Brr, 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 brr.